Ben and Jerry's. I still eat it. I still eat Ben and Jerry's. Nowhere near as often as I used to because my ice cream is much better. That's just fact. But I can't be bothered to do this. This is a lot of bloody work that goes into these. I'm not saying I like it. I mean, have you seen the first review video of these sundaes that I did? Let's talk about this one. So, 2 new flavours come out. As per usual, I couldn't get both flavours. I managed to get this, which is Dulce De-Lish. Delish. We'll see. Right. It's been out of the freezer for a minute. So I'm going to take the lid off and see what this over whipped top is like on this one. Now before we start, what is it? It is salted caramel ice cream with chunks of caramel bar and caramel swirls, topped with chocolate whipped ice cream, caramel swirls and chocolatey chunks. What caramel? Caramel bar. I wonder what that means. Over here, and I think in Australia, New Zealand, they have the Caramac. I don't know if you have that in North America. Caramac is incredibly sweet. Caramel, I'm going to call it chocolate, but that's in the loosest possible sense. Salted caramel ice cream, fair enough. Chocolate whipped ice cream. The whole whipped thing gets my goat. I mean, it's good for business. There's no two ways about it. You know, you take the company are taking a product that they would normally not whip that much air into, then they're gonna pump it full of air and then make you pay a premium for it. Actually, McDonald's did this in their milkshakes. Very disappointed. I had McDonald's milkshake 6 months ago and it was rank compared to what it used to be. And because they used to just use soft serve, add a little bit more milk to loosen it up and then add the incredibly artificial flavourings, and that was what you got. But now you've got this overstabilised, horrible textured cup of nastiness. And that's what the top of these sundaes remind me of. There's nothing there, you know, it's air. That's what you're buying. So this one's a chocolate one. So let's see if that helps matters. It does. It definitely tastes better than the other whipped tops. And I've also already got to the actual ice cream down there as well after 1 spoon. Now, if you remember on the last videos, there was like 1/3 of the tub was this super whipped top. Now, I'm not saying that every tub's going to be like this, but I've got some of that caramel sauce coming through with the chocolate ice cream on the top, which is quite nice. I'm still going to hasten a bet to say that the whipped chocolate ice cream on top is, I don't know, at least 75% overrun. Maybe even a bit more. But it's got a pretty good taste. So that's something. The little chocolate shapes on top. What do they say? Nothing. It's just little chain links. I think that's probably something to do with the fact, did they say it on the tub? It's about the type of cocoa powder that they use. Oh my God, I can't read that. It's to stop slavery in the chocolate industry. So that's a nice little touch on that. That shouldn't exist these days anymore, surely, but it does. So let's get down through the chocolate and see what the caramel's like. It's a bit icy. I mean, you kind of expect that from a store-bought. You know, they're bulk made, they're shipped everywhere, all over the world, all over the countries. It defrosts, it thaws, it freezes, it does all this kind of shit. And you buy a tub, you don't know what you're getting. But taste-wise though, it's not too bad. I want to try and get some of that caramel bar. Because it's got a very, yeah, it's just a little bit there. It's close to Caramac. I don't think it is. Obviously, it couldn't actually be Caramac, otherwise I'd have to mention it on here. But let's be fair, they wouldn't be the first company in the world to copy someone else's ingredient and claim it as their own. But the caramel ice cream has got a pretty decent taste, and those little chunks of caramel bar throughout are also quite pleasant. Ignoring the fact that the ice cream is not at its best. What's that down there? Just to revisit what it is. Salted caramel ice cream. Maybe. There's not a lot of salt coming through. Chunks of caramel bar, yes. Caramel swirls. Haven't had any. Topped with chocolate whipped ice cream, yes. Caramel swirls. There's like 3 caramel dribbles over the top. And chocolatey chunks. I'd rather have chocolate chunks than chocolatey chunks. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. It's actually not bad. I'd say this is my favourite of all of the Sundae ice creams by Ben & Jerry's. Cool. I think all the salt was in that mouthful. That woke up my taste buds. I can possibly see where there's a caramel swirl down there. There's not a lot. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see in there. No, probably not. There's it's more caramel bar. There's a lot more caramel bar, but it's nice, which is refreshing, because the other ones they're just pretty crap. Although the berry revolutionary one wasn't too bad, and that was the plant-based one. But that is actually worth buying. I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Well done, Ben & Jerry's, in a completely patronising way. You've actually created an ice cream that has saved you money and is giving the consumer a nice bit of whimsy in the tub. And that's difficult these days. Everyone wants everything these days. They want everything for nothing. And this is the problem with companies like Ben & Jerry's and everyone else in the world that makes, you know, a food product. Is you have to keep trying to change recipes and bring out something new to encourage people to buy the new products. When in reality, you go too far, people just want the original. They want the OG flavours. And that's why fish food has had this resurgence with the new tub. Because people like old-fashioned sometimes. Sometimes you can't beat a bit of old-fashioned. But of all the ones so far, of all these Sundae flavours, I'd say go for this one. This is the last video we're filming here in our house in England. All the gear is going to be packed up today and shipped over the merry seas somewhere. It's unlikely I'm going to be able to get the other Sundae flavour where we're going. But if I do manage to find it before, then I'll probably do a bit of an interim video for social media. I'll let you know how much I like it or don't like it. But we got some exciting times ahead. Got some new ice cream machines to buy, some new ingredients to try, and a whole new landscape for my family. So if you want to see what we get up to in the next 2, 3, 4 months, stick around, click the subscribe button and the likes and all that other shit that goes with it, and follow us on a life-changing journey to lands afar. So if you've made it this far in this video, thank you very much. and I'll see you next time.